welcome to a new weekly vlog. It is Thursday, it's lunchtime, and look what came. I'm trying to make sure my address isn't on here. Look what came. This wasn't supposed to come until the 22nd through the 24th, but my computer came. So I'm going to open it really quickly before I log back into work. I'm so excited. I'm not going to like even begin trying to set it up because all I'm gonna think about while I'm working for the rest of the day is playing with this computer. So I'm literally just going to open it up, make sure it doesn't have any scratches or anything on it, and then I'm gonna set it right on down, so that it's not like on my mind the whole day. I have a bunch of edits and stuff to do to a course, and I'm wrapping up a third course. Anyway, this is the package. It's a 13-inch MacBook Air. And I got it in the, I forgot the appropriate name for it. Why do you all look dusty? Like my lens dirty. I forgot. Midnight is the color that I got it in. Anyway, I'm gonna set up my phone so I can record myself unboxing it. Hopefully it comes out decent. For a little bit of content. So yeah, welcome to a new vlog. Hold on, you gotta get like different shots for TikTok. I wonder if you can see it. I should probably not do that with my mouth. Now the question is, how do I get this open? Oop. Okay, I was trying to be a little too aesthetic. Ooh. Ooh. Baby, this is sleek. We love to see her. I need to get a laptop case like tomorrow. This is the back. Let's open that thing up. Ooh. Her. Talk to me, baby. She's pretty. This midnight is, hold on. I want to capture this. Okay, what's all the languages? Go back to hello. It's the opportunity. Perfect. Oh, it's still going. Girl, get up. Anyway, okay, so here's the compute. Like I said, I'm not even finna play with it because I feel like, ouch. Y'all know I got these rattan chairs. It's sticking me. I'm not about to even play with it because I know if I play with it, I'm gonna wanna play with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back for a little bit. Maybe I'll put it on the charger. Let it charge up. Put that over there. Keep the charger out. And we'll play with her in a little bit. But it's so oh yeah, that's sleek. I love this like midnight bluish color. I'm glad I got that because I was gonna go with the tradish silver. And I was like, actually, that blue is stunning.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Wait, what? This girl is talking to me. Hold on. English. Thank you. Okay guys, I gotta go back to work. Talk to you in a minute. Yes, these are my drawers. I need y'all to mind y'all business. I'm on my period. Y'all know how that go. These are also my pants. These are these are those Gap pants I bought that I took to Napa. They was big when I took them to Napa, but I've lost a couple inches, so they are bigger, like super big. Like I said, my butt is barely holding them up. That's what was holding them up in Napa. But I'm starting to lose a little bit of that junk in the trunk, so they like super big. I'm still gonna wear them all summer. Anyway, what an introduction for the day. Happy Friday. I'm burning up. I just had to run and pick up a package, and I'm not gonna complain because I've been ready for it to warm up. It's 70 degrees outside, but like also it's hot as Hades out there. Hot, hot, hot. Anyway, I ended up ordering a Magic Mouse because yeah, when I bought the computer, I was like, I don't need no, like, I don't need a mouse. I was being cheap because the price was going up. The price was getting worse every time I added something new. So I was like, I'll be fine without a mouse. Y'all, it took me less than 24 hours to try to navigate that touchpad with my fingers. I said, girl, go order a goddamn mouse. Then I got this other box. I had to rely on the Bezos last night. I needed to re-up on some stuff. So I put in a order, and you know they like to send shit in separate boxes. It's some other stuff coming in another box later on today. Wasteful. Ooh, I'm blurry. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Oh, we blurry again. Anyway, I just got some more protein powder because I got about 3 more days and I'm gonna be out, and some more of my pre-workout, which people always ask me what pre-workout I use. Y'all, I randomly was in Walgreens like 5 years ago, no cap. Why did I say that? And I just picked it up and I've been using it off and on ever since. I haven't always, I go in and out of like using pre-workout. I don't feel like I always need it. But I bought it from, I bought it because it was cheap. It was like on sale for like $15.99. And you know, pre-workout could be like $28, $29. Every time I went in Walgreens, it was on sale for $15.99. Baby, now in Walgreens, it's $28, $28.99 flat. I'm not buying that so I usually buy it from Amazon or Target, like one of the two, because it's always $17.99, which ain't $15.99, but it ain't $28.99. I done been in Walgreens ever since the whole Target thing. I'm like, let me just see if I could get it from Walgreens. $28.99. I said, absolutely not. Anyway, my lunch is about up. I need to get back to work because I'm in the middle of recording. I just wanted to come and show y'all that, girl, I had to get a mouse. I got on the immediately. $99.99. I don't care. Here you go. Take the $100 because I can't function. Y'all, I'm back again talking about this computer. Sorry about the noise in the background, but it's hot. That window gotta be open. I know y'all tired of computer talk. The first 3 clips of the vlog is me talking about this new computer. Savannah, slow down. Let me close it a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, so I showed y'all that I got a mouse. This is the mouse. I got like a darker one to kind of match the computer. The computer is blue. The mouse is black, but I mean, it's not that big of a difference. But I bought this little cheapy laptop cover. It's just a clear one until I find something that I really like. That's going to take a minute. She's a picky girl. So I need to set some time aside to sit down and look at like laptop covers that I really want. But for now, because I've immediately jumped into work, I literally am working on an outline because y'all know I'm going to Atlanta next weekend. I don't know, maybe y'all don't know. I don't know how much in depth I've talked about this, But my friend Marcus and I, we went to college together. We are starting a podcast together. It's called Write This Down. And Write This Down is, hold on, I'll give y'all our elevator pitch. I need to learn it by heart. By the time I get done with this outline, I will know it by heart, because actually, let me open the computer and I'll tell you, because I have it up. So Write This Down is a weekly podcast where two culturally savvy, I'm one of the two, Mark is the other, culturally savvy millennials, unpack the world around us, one hot take at a time. We are going to be exploring moments in the cultural zeitgeist. That's not a part of the pitch, but I'm just adding that in there, that deserve your attention. So everything from trending topics to fashion to food to music, pretty much everything lifestyle. So you may want to take notes and write this down. Hence the name of the podcast is Write This Down. So I'm co-hosting it with my homeboy, like I said, and we had played around. I need something to help me open this. We had played around with the idea of like a segmented show. And the last time we talked about it, that's like where we landed on it. We had like topics and we had like these different segments that we wanted to do every episode. I've sort of been doing a little like market research, like listening to different podcasts that have two hosts or like co-hosts, or that is podcasts of people like our age mates, and just like listening to podcasts in general. And I find that podcasts have moved away from that like traditional segmented style like podcasts, and podcasts are a lot more conversational, especially podcasts that are hosted by our age mates, people in our age group. And so I kind of want to like stay in line with the trends. I mean, it's a little different, right? Because we have a different voice, we're different people, but also like not like go too far out of the trends or be, you know, out of style. Like, you know, if people aren't, obviously people aren't doing segments hit style podcasts because people aren't listening to those types of podcasts anymore. And so I just want to be on par with the market. So I'm actually working on an outline. I want to get to him tomorrow because I fly out to Atlanta next Friday. And then we're going to do 3 episodes Saturday morning. So I want to give him time to work on an outline, because I figure, right, I tee up an episode, he tee up an episode, I tee up an episode. So whatever episode that I'm presenting or teeing up, I will do, you know, basically the outline for it and drive the conversation. And then the episodes that he's teeing up, he will put together the outline and drive the conversation, right? And so I want to give him at least a week time to like work on, you know, the 1 or 2, however it ends up landing, that he's going to be doing. So this is the bottom of the thing. I was trying to clean some of the dust off of it. So anyway, that's what I'm working on, and I just wanted to show y'all my little case. I'm really excited about this podcast. At first I was like kind of apathetic. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have like agreed to this, you know, when he approached, because I was like, maybe I don't have the capacity. I don't. But the more that I've started like working on it, the more I'm like, actually I'm really excited, and I'm excited to be doing it with somebody else. So yeah, I have my thing, and then I have something that I'm doing with someone else. So super exciting. We don't have our logo or anything done yet, which is why I haven't really shared much on socials. We're actually working with a graphic designer right now to get some ideas done. Hopefully we have, oh look, hopefully we have something. Okay, so how do I get it to stick then? Hopefully we have something before we record next week, but you know, we'll figure that out afterwards. Hold on, y'all. We'll figure that out when we have to. I have like gone and created like an Instagram for it. It's called Write This Down. I'll put it on the screen. I had to get creative with the name because there are people with the podcast name already on social. I did look up podcasts, and it wasn't any with that particular name, like that specific. Does it not fit? Because I know I bought the right size because I was there when I bought the right size, but I don't think it's gonna fit, y'all. That's disappointing. I don't think it's going to fit. Or do I have it the wrong way? No, I think it's too small. Now, I know it was 13 inches because I was there when it said 13 inches, so why is it not fitting? This was a bust. Luckily, it was only $9, and they better be lucky I'm too lazy to even begin. Or is this the... No, this is how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna figure this out and I'll be back. Hold please. I'm about to film a TikTok real quick trying these buffalo blue olives. The people on TikTok hate when I eat the olives. I did grab a bag of chips. I'm still on a little bit of a diet or whatever, but I literally needed something salty so bad, so I'm like, let me just go get some chips. Unfortunately, I'm gonna end up having to throw. I know that's wasteful because I don't have self-control. So actually I might take them down to the guy downstairs and be like, you want some chips? Because I can't eat all these. Anyway, then again, I might eat them. Girl, whatever. I'm still on a little bit of a diet, so snack time is pretty boring around here, but but I did see these buffalo blue olives in my local wine shop. Don't worry about why I was in a wine shop. And I've been meaning to try them, so today I grabbed them. They were $9.99. That drop must have like loosened them up because that opened right on up. Anyway, is this in oil? This looks like oil. I think these might be in oil. Hold on. Oh, I'm making a mess. Yes, that's definitely oil. Oh, this really ain't good for the day. Why is it in oil? Oh my God. Hold on. I don't like those. I think it's the oil. Why they in oil? I don't eat them, but I don't like it. That's the olive feel. I wouldn't even be able to use these for a cocktail. My hands are so greasy. I'm so mad because I had been holding on to some olive juice from my last jar of olives because I was like, oh, this is gonna make a good martini. And the other day I threw it away because I was like, and just throw this olive juice away. And now look, I need that olive juice because I would have pulled them right out of that oil and put them in the olive juice. Ugh, why would they do that? Bad idea. I bought them to eat along with the chips a little bit. Like, you know, ooh, now my counter dirty. I'm gonna have to, hold on. Ugh. Cause why would you do that? I didn't even pay attention. I just seen buffalo olives and was like, oh, I want them. I tell you what I'm about to do. Hold on. Let me say this TikTok. I'm still on a little bit. Oh no. What? Okay. What I'm gonna do is, first of all, clean off this jar because it's still wasting olives, juice, oil. Baby, I could cook with this. This is what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm finna have to take everything off this counter and clean it up because that's gonna annoy me. Actually, I should have put some paper towel in here before I did that, so I can get that oil off of it. Okay, so I took some of the olives out of the liquid and tried to like wipe the oil off of them as much as I could. I'm trying to save this little snack hour. I'm gonna take a couple chips. Now I know I said I'm on a little bit of a diet. We're not worried about that, remember? Anyway, see what that tastes like. That's better. I still don't like them, but it'll do. It's $10. I'm gonna eat these olives. So, play Win the EP by Alex Isley on Tidal.
I'm passing the test by Alexander Wesley from Tidal.
Hey Alexa, stop. That bitch get on my nerves. She don't listen to shit. I can't stand, I can't stand Alexa. This is what I'm trying to get Alexa to play. That's all right, because I already had it play up on my phone, because Alexa is an idiot. Yeah, I said it. You an idiot, girl. Oh, that's what I get for talking shit about to bust my ass.
It's just immaculate and it's magic. Too good to share.
Period.
It's everything you were meant to the world and it's getting to show. The world and it's getting to show. But it stays between me and you.
Hey, it is Saturday morning. We're back to work because actually after I had those olives, I was like, I'm tired. So I laid down. I was on Prisoner of Azkaban, so movie 3 of the Harry Potter series. I'm rewatching it. It's like one of those comfort series for me, like where like I need something to keep me off of the phone, but it gotta be something, it can't be something new, because you gotta pay too much attention to something new and I might need to fall asleep or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway. So I've been watching that, so I finished that last night, and then I'm gonna start 4, which is Goblet of Fire. Is 4 Goblet of Fire? I think so. Anyway. So I'm going to finish working on this outline. Hopefully I can get most of it done this morning and then finish it up when I get back from my workout, because that's at 10:30. But y'all know I like to walk to get my steps in. It takes me about an hour to walk there. A little under an hour, because it's, you know, it takes me an hour exactly, because it's not a little under an hour, because I typically leave an hour before I get there, and I have like 45 minutes. I mean, an hour before my class starts. And I usually have like 15 minutes to prep for class. So it takes me like 45 minutes to walk a little over a mile, which is average, right? It should be average, because I think a mile will take 30 minutes if you walk at like a certain pace. Anyway, so I'll leave here at about 9:30. It's 7:17. And then I'm going to work until like 8:30. Then start getting ready. You know, I ain't brushed my teeth. I'm talking to y'all, I ain't brushed a teeth or washed the face. So like, wash my face, brush my teeth, put on my workout clothes, pack my little bag, and then head out. Work out, and then I bought a ticket, girl, in the middle of the week, because I'm playing on games, to see Sinners today at 4. So I'm gonna go see Sinners. So that's my Saturday. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and start working. I'm really excited about this podcast. I hope he liked the direction of it. But if not, I'm malleable, I'm open. It's just an idea. I just want to make sure that it is, you know, not 2 40-plus-year-olds. You know, we're going to talk about Pop the Balloon. Like in this episode, we're going to talk about stuff like 20v1 and stuff like that. But I want it to be from a more mature and adult approach. Like, I just don't want to be reviewing shows like that because I don't watch them, and I've only been watching them for research for this conversation. So yeah, anyway, my smoothie recipe it hit like grits, I'm telling you. Okay, bye. I need to get to work. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all, move far away. Woo! I want y'all to see these little raggedy shelves. I really do need to do a different shelving system. I know I'm leaving this apartment when the lease is up, whether it's out of town or just to a new apartment. It's looking like a new apartment because I haven't looked for a job in like a couple weeks. I applied for one like a couple weeks ago. I haven't heard anything. You know what that means. But I haven't even been looking for them, and so shit, if I don't get on the money, I'm gonna be looking for another appointment in Chicago. But that's neither here nor there. I just got back from, now I feel like y'all all up in my face, like what the fuck. But anyway, it's one of those like tall shelves that you put over the toilet, and it's really rickety unless you mount it to the, you're supposed to like use the little things to like mount it to the wall. I don't want to put holes in my wall like that, and so, you know, you bump into it and it get the shaking. Hello. I don't know what's happening, why all of a sudden my camera want to go out of focus all the time now. I need to look at if I like made a mistake and hit one of the settings. Anyway, I'm back from my workout class. What my hair looking like? Oh my god, I look crazy. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I got hat forehead. Damn, that damn thing must have been tight on my forehead. Anyway, let's see. So I actually need to rebook my flight for Atlanta. You know what's crazy? We were just talking about the podcast before I went to class, and then my homeboy that I'm doing a podcast with, he called me while I was in my workout class. When I called him after, well, he had sent me a text message too. So then when we talked afterwards, our producer in the studio that we're going to be recording in had a conflict that weekend. And so we're going to move it back to the first weekend, like our first recordings back to the first weekend in May, which is, you know, fine with me. I'm just going to move my flight, but also like it gives me more time. I was telling him, I said, you know what's crazy? I literally have been listening to podcasts all week of, you know, people that are our age mates, podcasts with like individual hosts, with two hosts, like Vice President, First Lady Michelle Obama and her brother. Jessica Lee has a podcast with her friends. It's not the same subject matter, but I just kind of wanted to see the dynamic. Off the record with Janae, her name was Janae, right? She used to be the news anchor. Her and the other girl that's the news anchor. Like just listening to some different podcasts, listening to my podcast. She's the individual like host. She's So Lucky, like all of that, just sort of seeing the trends of new and popular podcasts. And you know, I think I kind of talked about this earlier, so I really wanted to present him with some outlines. One, so the episodes are more robust, like we have these topics, but you know, some of them are trending topics, some of them are like fashion focused, music focused, whatever, but like really put together robust conversations around like all of these things. So we're just not talking about Pop the Balloon, right? Like I don't watch Pop the Balloon, I don't have much to say about it, but I have a lot to say about dating in the 2020s and Pop the Balloon being a consequence is not the word that I'm looking for, but it's a good word, of dating in the 2020s. And so just really wanted to put together robust timelines for the ideas that we put together for things that we want to talk about. So this gives me a couple more weeks to do that. Also, our logo for the podcast probably won't be back until the end of the week. I wanted to get cute little like branded cue cards. So it's like all of this stuff that I wanted to do that we weren't going to be able to do within the next 5 days. So this kind of worked out that we need to push it back another couple weeks because it gives us more time. So I just need to change my flight from next Friday, and it's Expo weekend in Chicago, which is like a big art weekend. Good, because I like have a couple events Thursday, and then I declined all the events for the rest of the weekend because I thought I was gonna be out of town. Now I need to like comb through my email to see if I can find some of those events, and it's still spaces for me to like go. That's neither here nor there. I said all that to say I'm not going to Atlanta next weekend. I'm going in 2 weeks. I need to even text my best friend and let her know too, because I don't even know if she's gonna be in town, and that might change things. I might end up having to get a hotel room, so we'll see. In the meantime, I don't think I mentioned this, but I ordered a couple things from the Gap. I went on there to order another pair of those men's 90s jeans, because as y'all saw yesterday, the second pair that I bought are now extremely too big. The first pair I bought are still too tight because we ain't got to our weight goal yet. And so I ordered another pair in a smaller size than the newer ones, but a bigger size than the older ones. It's so annoying though, because why did y'all, what? I ordered a jacket too, and they sent them separately. So the jacket came today, and I guess the pants were gonna come separately. I hate when they do that, but like, I have this theory that they don't necessarily always send them from like a warehouse. Sometimes they like send them from store inventory, and so at least that's my theory. Because why would this get here faster than the jeans if it's coming from the same place? It's not coming from the same place. Anyway, I ordered this men's like khaki jacket. It's not denim, it's like a thick khaki. I just love jackets in the springtime. And you can even get away with jackets in the summer in Chicago because summer nights sometimes are cool. So I just need more lightweight jackets. So I picked up this like cropped, I feel like I should have got a small. I got a medium. I think I got a medium. I got a medium tall at that because I wanted the sleeves to be long. But I needed like a brownish, like just, you know, casual jacket that I can throw on. So I'm about to try it on real quick with y'all, and then my house is a mess. I have clothes that need to be folded on my bed, and all of that. So I need to get it together. It's 12:50. My movie started at 4. I'll probably leave here at 3 so I can just like dilly-dally and not have to walk really fast, and I have time. I get to the movies, I order my food, you know, I get my seat, I sit everything down, I go to the bathroom, then I be back in my seat before the credits. I'm that type of person. I don't like to rush to do shit. So I'm always super early to give myself more time to just dilly-dally. I like to dilly-dally. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's try this jacket on real quick. This is what it looks like. I might wear it because it's cool, but it's not cold. I figure if I like layer up with it, it'll be fine. Maybe I'll put this on. Y'all know me, when I get new shit, I can't help it. I gotta put it on immediately. Damn, I wish I would've, oh no, actually. Yeah, I wish I would've got it in small, but this will do. So it'll be just a little more cropped. But also, I kinda like the oversizedness of it. Yeah, I like it like this. But it would've been cute if it was like here. But I like this. This is cute. So you see, actually, let me undo the bottom of that button. That's kind of lame. But you see what I'm saying? Like, just a cute little roll-on jacket. It's cute zipped up or whatever. Like that. I wish it was just a little shorter. Should I send it back? No. Because then I'm going to fuck around and gain some weight and then be like, it don't fit right. I'm going to keep it. So it looks really cute, like zipped up, like a top, cute. And then it also is really cute, just open. The sleeves open like that. Hold on, damn, come on. I got the patience of a gnat. Open up the sleeves. That's more my style. Yeah. And then you know, cute. I just want Gap to know that they're wasteful. Why did I just get a notification that the jeans that I ordered are here? Y'all could have just sent these in one package. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, I got the jeans. Probably gonna wear these today too. I did get my clothes folded. I straightened my bed because it was looking crazy. And I told y'all I'm going to start straightening my bed so it don't always look crazy in the background. See, there it is. Straightened up. I'm about to wash my ass. It's 1:40. So I got an hour and 20 minutes to get ready. Let's see how these fit. I'm thinking this is going to be the sweet size. I told y'all these are a 34. This is a slightly different wash, so I try to get each of them in a slightly different wash so they're not all looking exactly the same. I think this is exactly the same as the first pair though. It even got the knee rib. So nah, because the other ones they got slightly like one that like dirty coloring on them. So these are a little different. Anyway, I know people be seeing my ass, but I don't care. Stop looking in my window. Even though I be all in people window. I be all in people window. So I know they be in my window looking at my booty. Cause it's always out. And I keep the windows open. I keep them open. Like, unless I'm working and the sun is shining like too bright on my computer and I can't see, the shades are open. So I know they be seeing my booty. Hey, I'm very excited. We have my favorite denim in 3 pairs, which may seem excessive, but I have a pair for skinny Angela. I have a pair for thick ass Angela. And now I have a pair for medium size Angela, like regular size Angela. Like this is, you know, I'm maybe like 5 pounds away from like the weight that I like to kind of stay at. Move over. So like this is the fit, length, perfect, droop the floor just the way that I like them. And they fit in the waist. And I think as I wear them, they'll get a little more baggy, but they fit the waist perfectly. Again, this is a 34 waist, 34 in inseam, and then my bigger pair is a 36 waist. Those, yeah, I saw them earlier in the vlog. They hang all the way off of my waist, but they catch on my booty, so I can still wear them a little bit. And a 34 length. They just look longer than this because they hang off my waist, so that gives it more room. And then my ones that is skinny Angela approved are a 33 waist and 32 inseam, which isn't as long of an inseam, but when I'm smaller, those pants actually drooped, so I had a little more length on them. So these are cute. I'm gonna wear a whole Gap outfit, because one thing about me, once I open something, it gotta get worn. So I'm gonna wear this with my new jacket. Yeah, okay, let me get in the shower. I think I'm gonna put a hat on too, because it's like that cloudy, misty type weather, so I'm not even gonna worry about doing my hair. So actually, I don't have to rush, because I don't have to do my hair, I don't have to put on makeup. Gucci, I'm gonna be out here looking like a stud though. I'll see y'all in a minute. I'm so excited for popcorn. It ain't in the diet, but I'm not going to the movie and not having no popcorn. That's just not happening. Okay, I'm dressed for the movies. This is what I'm wearing. I literally got the outfit on straight out there. Y'all can't see me. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out how y'all can see my outfits without me having to switch to the big tripod. I don't want to do that. Anyway, whole outfit just came out the bag from the Gap. I just wore that jacket. It's a white tee from Uniqlo under here. The jeans, threw on some sunnies. I'm gonna skip the hat. I think I should be fine without the hat. I told y'all I was buying this Gucci bag to carry it every single day. Here it is. If I have on my black Air Ribs. Because I did not throw these jeans in the washer. Hope I don't get crabs in my booty. I'm just kidding. But these need to be washed before I wear them on top of a light pair of denim. So otherwise I would have worn my cream Air Ribs. You will be seeing this outfit again with the cream Air Ribs, and then I would have switched to my Acne Masubi, like the brown one, because that'll look better with that situation. So just prepare to see this outfit again with a different t-shirt, the cream Air Ribs, and then my Acne bag. But anyway, this is a look. I'm going to go. I'm starving, so I think I'm gonna get a little food too at the movies, because I'm hungry, girl. I would just like the girls to know that it is 11:41. Hold on, let me show y'all. 11:41, and I just got Sunday Chat recorded, edited, and up and ready to post in 20 minutes. I started recording Sunday Chat at 9 o'clock, I think. I was very determined to get it out And I'm talking about Tracy and that interview. I've been talking about that interview all weekend, and I had to talk about it this week. So I already knew what I was going to talk about, but y'all know I went to see Sinners at 4. I got out of Sinners at like 6:30. I got home right at like 7. And I started washing dishes and doing all that. And actually, I tried to sit down and record the Sunday chat when I first got home. Girl. Why was both of my batteries dead for my camera? And so once one of the batteries charged up, I just put on my jammies and sat in the bed and set up the camera and start talking. I ended up having to edit it on my phone, so I recorded obviously on my camera, and then I have where my little thing at? I have one of those things where you could like stick in your camera. Girl, I was trying to show y'all, but I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere in this bed. So I just ended up upload. Oh, here it is. I have this thing so I could take the card out of my camera and then just put it right in my iPhone. And so I just edited it on my iPhone because my little cord from my camera, I normally would put it in my other computer and just upload the files from there. It did not work. So now I gotta figure out how I'm about to get the clips off of my camera onto my computer, because this also don't fit in my computer. So I need a new one of these. Essentially, I need to go on Amazon and order one, because I need one with the new thingy for an iPhone or for the computers. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the charge port. I'm tired, I'm about to go to bed. I need one before Tuesday, because I had to edit the vlog, and I'm not putting all those clips on my phone to edit. So anyway, I just came on here to brag and let y'all know I did all of that in a couple hours. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to bed. I gotta run in the morning. Good morning, happy Sunday. Welcome to Bedside Baptist and Dense bean salad making. I'm gonna turn this down until the service actually starts. It has a oh, sorry, hold on y'all. You know what's crazy? I haven't been in the sanctuary so long. I just noticed that they changed the entire seating. Like, it's not even, it used to be like old church benches. It's like seats now, like reclining chairs. Interesting. Anyway, we're gonna make a dense bean salad. I just grabbed a bunch of ingredients to make up my own. I didn't follow one of Violet's recipes just because I didn't think to do it before I got to Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna do 2 types of beans, white beans, and then I'm going to do chickpeas. I'm gonna cut up some cucumbers, some red bell peppers, some red onions, some tomatoes, and for my meat, I'm going to do like a peppered salami. And then I'm going to make a dressing with just olive oil, some apple cider vinegar, some mustard. This is Dijon mustard, and a little bit of lemon. Oh, and did I say I was gonna put red onion in my salad too? Red onion is going in salad too. So anyway, we're gonna make the salad. I'll record as much as I can, but I'm gonna watch church.
For being broken, so we might be made whole. Remind us of your resurrection power this Easter Sunday.
Ooh. I can't find any of my strainers. I'm in here ghetto straining the stuff off of here. Where's my stuff at?
Is riding through the desert. On its way back.
Oh, this is the whole production. I forget it's Easter.
And on board is an Ethiopian Jew writing and reading from Isaiah chapter 53.
all of my veggies are cut up in the bowl. The beans, the cucumbers, tomatoes, red bell pepper, red onion. And then for my meat, like I said, I'm going to be using some peppered salami. I love salami. So I'm gonna cut up probably a whole row of this and put it in there as the meat. And then I haven't really been eating cheese on this little diet, but I'm gonna put some mozzarella in there, and then some of this arugula. I'll be back when it's all put together to show y'all and to make the dressing. There it is.
I want to talk about what good is a dead Jesus. You may be seated. And we need one more time for your glory, for our good. If I've asked you for too little, I pray you do something even bigger than what I asked you for. I don't mean to be selfish, but I want to thank you right now that Jesus was raised from the dead for your glory again and our good. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I am a son of the soil of Chicago, graduate of Morgan Park High School, 1744 West Pryor. Weapon that became her personal firearm, terrorist that death exacts. In November of last year, he collapsed and hit the floor. You didn't even see it coming, but the body keeps the score.
Yeah, good
and
book.
Around a certain time of year, that trauma recycles, revisits, and the memory and the pain of it all comes to grab you. That's what the Bible calls the sting of death. Pinch the tear ducts to make them stop from crying. There is some comfort in excruciating pain. Do you want to physical, manifest, and victorious resurrection of the body from the grave?
Oh yeah.
God did not create you to be simply this.
Oh, that's good.
Important. Because the resurrection is what keeps your mind.
I'm gonna pack this into Tupperware, and that's gonna be it. Let me finish watching church. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
Donald Parson preached Acts 16, and he talked about a midnight situation. That if you praise God like Paul and Silas did at midnight, God got the power to shake the jail and the chains and to give you the freedom to get liberated. I wish I could have been there that Sunday at Beth Eden Baptist. Reverend James Meeks stood up to preach in front of a deacon board that didn't want him anymore. They stood up and held their Bibles and turned their backs on the preachers and tried to appeal to the congregation. But the Spirit of God came in that room. And all of a sudden that preaching started to move those people. And they started shouting like y'all don't shout. They started shouting and running and jumping and bumping into the deacons. And the deacons had to put their Bibles down and start catching people as they fell. Because preaching got power.
Okay, so it's later on. I actually not just got up. I've been up a little bit from a nap because my friend called me during my nap, but I was like, I'm gonna sleep this nap out and then I'll call her back, because Michael B. Jordan responded to one of my threads about sinners, and she was like, bitch, you trying to be coy. I'm like, I didn't see it. I was asleep. I didn't see he reply. And it was an inappropriate one too. It was an inappropriate one too. I was like, I had like told a story about how like I was in the theater solo seeing Sinners, and I was sitting next to a white dude who was also solo, and this is the style that I'm putting on today. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's just like a pinky nude. It's like an ombre nudish. But so I was saying how we were sitting next to each other and we were like interacting with each other pretty much the whole movie up until we got to a part of the movie. And if y'all ain't seen it, and then I'm sorry. Up until we got to a part of the movie where Michael B. Jordan, he was twins in the movie. So one of the twins was having relations with his like love interest in the movie, and she basically was slobbing. He was like, oh baby, you slobbing. And she said, you want some? And he leaned back, he was like, yeah, and she's like spit in his mouth, you know, but not, you know, like, but like, even though she was a vampire, so it was like gunky spit on the side of her face, but when she spit in his mouth, it wasn't gunky spit. Anyway, at the same time, I was like, oh, I like that shit. The dude was like, oh, or whatever, and he looked at me or whatever, and I, you know, I didn't really realize that I had said it that loud or whatever. I said, that man didn't say nothing else to me for the rest of the damn movie. I guess he was like, that hoe is freaked out. She ain't my type of, you know. I was maybe thinking, you know, maybe this black girl next to me. I said, I freaked him out. He didn't say nothing else to me for the rest of the for the rest of the movie, for real, or whatever. He only just like laughed as I was like jumping, because I very much was jumping all over the goddamn place. And so he laughed. He put like laughing emojis at it. Do it then, nigga. I ain't with all that talking. I ain't with all that talking. Y'all gotta be on TikTok to know what I'm referring to, but don't laugh about it. Them DMs is open. Hit me on the buzz. Hit me on the DM. Don't, you know, ain't no what we laughing at. Ain't no jokes. Ain't no jokes. Anyway, I am about to use this instant cuticle dissolve. But let it just like sit on my cuticles before I push them back. Let me do that, get my hands clean, and then I'll come back. I had to run and grab my nail clippers because I want to cut my nails down. And then I'm gonna put this cuticle dissolver on while I clip my nails down short. My real nails grow really fast. I have really long natural nails, and they super thick, and my nail beds are like really wide. Like, I was blessed in the nail department, which is weird because when I was younger, I used to bite my nails so bad. Like, I had booty nails. It was just like I guess like a nervous habit. So I used to bite them real bad, but like once I got over like my biting habit and start letting them grow, I'm like, damn, my nails is long, and they grow so long and thick. So usually when I'm wearing them, like wearing fake nails on top of, like, I just started wearing press-ons, but like acrylics or Gel-X extensions, I always have them cut them all the way down. Otherwise, in a week, they gonna be growing outside of the fucking nails because they grow long and they grow wide. So I cut them all the way down. I told my homeboy he hadn't seen Sinners. He was like, I want to go see it or whatever. I was like, I actually want to see it again. And he was like, take me. This is my homeboy that I always, like, you know, be grabbing food with and shit. He always treat me. I'm like, let me know when you want to go. I'll grab the tickets. He buying the popcorn and shit, though. Now, wait a damn minute. Now. But I thought you know, we're not dating. This is friendship. So I will be reciprocal. Because if he was somebody I was dating, baby, I'd be looking like, what wallet? I don't have one of those. I'm just kidding. I don't, you know, if I am in the court phase, I don't typically pay for anything. But like, once I'm in like a relationship with somebody, like, I don't mind taking my man out, you know, stuff like that. I'm not one of those girls to think that you ain't never gonna spend no money. You know, I got trick mama tendencies anyway. I like to take care of my man. So I'm the type of person where if I'm out shopping and for me and I see something that I think will look good, I'm just pushing my cuticles back. If I see something that I think will look good on my man, I'm gonna grab it for him too, because that's how I roll. So once I'm in a relationship, I end up being a little trick mama anyway. Okay, my cuticles are all pushed back. I don't even know if y'all can see that. I brought alcohol in here, but these nails got alcohol pads in them. So I am going to file my nails first and then clean them off with alcohol pads. So I'm just using this. I like this. It came with the glue that I've used. This is the glue I use, the Beauty Secrets. Girl, that glue ain't no hoe. Now, I did lose a couple nails throughout the 2 weeks, but one, I hit both of them. Both of them came off because I hit them real hard. But I just glued them back on with that glue and they were fine. So my nails did last almost 2 full weeks. I was on live Thursday chatting and got to picking at my nails and picked them off. They would have lasted. They would have lasted if I would have left them alone. So we're gonna try it again. I think I'm gonna order a bunch of new nails because I've been looking in, like, people been telling me to try Sally's. I don't have a Sally's near me, and I've been looking in Walgreens and CVS, and I haven't really seen anything like that I liked. So I'm gonna get online, and this time I'm using the BT Art Box nails, but they told me I got the wrong ones. Like, they got like one that you could get that has like a bunch of variety in it. So I'm gonna go find that on Amazon and order that one. This should make a mess. That's the only thing I don't like. After I'm done with this, I am going to, I don't think I'm gonna get on live tonight. It's Easter. Like, I don't, you know, something about getting on live on Easter, like, I don't think I want to do it. Like, spend some time with your family or something. So I think what I'm going to do is make dinner, and I did not finish that outline yesterday. That's why you don't give me extra time, because I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna sit my ass down and finish that outline. It's almost finished, so I can send it to my homeboy. Like, he sent me some of the mock-up logos today for the podcast, so I sent him some feedback, and I want to make sure I have that outline for him to look at tomorrow too. So
look at my eyeballs. I've been binging for like 3 straight days. Honestly, I'm really just here for the AT&T internet. It's really fast here. I downloaded like 8.
Why you over there all getting fired up? They cool. Like, that's how she was like, yeah, you like, it's all alright. I was like, okay, cool, that's what's up. I feel your respect. And then she was like, carry on. Like, she moved her hand. She was like, carry on. Like, carry on. I've only heard someone tell someone else carry on was like a high-ranking soldier in the army. That's it. Hey, I did enjoy myself at bullpen. That was a good time.
The only thing I have in common with my sister is a father missing and a mother that's both of ours. She and I are very different. We don't communicate, nor do we spend time together, and that's a long history of being apart. I was away from Ashley at age 18, she was 14, and I think at 14 I actually became independent of the family. I think out of necessity. You know, kids are going to do what they do to have their needs met. And I raised Ashley, so I think there's a lot of work we still have to do about where do we find the sister in all of this. You know, I'm not just she called me sister mommy, and I really had a hard time with that, because I was like, I don't want to be your mommy, I want to be your sister.
When her fiance decided to break up with her. So this woman, 28, had been with her fiance, 34, since 2020. They met at a friend's party, hit off straight away, and have been together ever since.
I started my day with my daily peppermint tea, and then I jumped right back into the kitchen to make some pastry dough. I was hosting at my house because I recently restocked my keyboard puzzle, and I had tons of orders.
Okay, ignore the transitory state of my hair. I'm clearly...
Hey everybody, good morning. I'm about to go to church for Easter.
And just like that, my nails are done. I love the color on these, but they're absolutely too short. Like, they are too short. So when I order, I'm going to be ordering longer for sure. Like, the last ones were too short, and these ones are shorter than the last ones. They're also too small for my nail beds, but I was able to like finesse them where you can't really tell. I feel like they still look good, but like if you were like all up on my fingers, you'd see that they let's see, it's one of these, like the pinkies for sure are slightly too small, and then these fingers are a little bit too small. So I think I'm going to go longer next time, and maybe more of a square round shape than like this like ovally shape, just because I feel like square round will have a little more, you know, body to it, if that makes sense. But these are the nails. They look good. I'm gonna rock with them because I have a couple things to do this weekend, especially because I'm no longer going to Atlanta on Friday, and it's our expo weekend in Chicago. So I have a full night Thursday. I'm going to a pre-weekend walkthrough and then a our expo weekend party But I am going to look through my email and see if I still have time to get on some lists for some other invites that I got for the weekend. So we shall see. Y'all know I'll take y'all with me. Maybe y'all, I be saying that and don't be taking this camera nowhere, but maybe I'll take y'all along with me. But these are the motherfucking new nails. Super cute. I'm not hungry yet. It's only, what time is it? It's only 5 o'clock. I probably won't eat for another hour or start cooking for another hour. So I'm finna work on this outline. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, my hands are clean, by the way. I washed them, put some almond oil on them, so don't fear me wiping it on my face. I'm literally trying to get rid of the excess almond oil off my hands. Oh, I'm back. I've been real active on here this Sunday. Here's dinner. Made my steak, some green beans, like some frozen like mushroom green beans from Trader Joe's, and then some of that diced bean salad. I got the steak right today. So good. Look at the color on that. Have I finished the outline? No. Have I did a little work on it? Yes. Am I about to finish it after I get done eating? Probably not. I am actually, I had a little corner of wine left in the bottle. I decided to go ahead and drink it before it goes bad because it's been in there for a few weeks. I decided instead of doom scrolling tonight, I'm going to try to finish the Davenports. I probably won't finish it because I know I'm gonna fall asleep, but I'm on book 2 of the Davenports, and I've been reading this book for like a couple months now, just like piece by piece, but I'm gonna sit and really try to put a dent in it tonight. I gotta get off this phone unless I'm reading, so I'm gonna read that so I can download another book. I just buy them off of Amazon and put them in my Kindle app. Eventually I'm going to buy a Kindle. I would love to have like a library in my house, but of like books, but I go through phases of like, I want the physical book, then I just want to have it on my Kindle app because I don't always want to carry a book with me. So books that I really love, I'll just buy paperbacks of them. I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I gotta get off these social sites. I haven't even been on TikTok for real. Like, I haven't posted anything. I've been scrolling. So I'm gonna read this, try to put a good dent in it, and then prepare for my next book. This is buzzing. Oh my God. Y'all, it's Tuesday morning. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm sitting here having some coffee. I'm about to log into work, but I had to fucking tell y'all this. So I am laying in bed before I log into work. First of all, I had a shit workout this morning. Like, I just was not feeling it. And I'm like, I'm not going to force myself to do so. Like, I'm going to hurt myself, you know, whatever the case may be. So I did as many reps as I could do. And then once I wasn't feeling it, I was like, actually, I'm gonna go. I'm just going to go. Shit workout, whatever. So I get back up here, I throw on my robe. I didn't take no shower. I'm not even gonna hold y'all because it's sheet washing day. So I just threw this robe on and hopped in the bed. You know, wash my hands and stuff. Y'all know how they go. So I'm laying in the bed editing this vlog that'll go up tomorrow. And in the middle of editing, I pick up my phone to like make a post on Instagram or whatever. I got a DM. The DM is from my ex-boyfriend. Not this last one that I moved to Chicago for. Not that one. He know not to ever say nothing to me. But the one before him. So before him, I was in a relationship for a couple years with a guy in Nashville. And he was older than me. So I think we met when I was maybe like 27. 27. And we dated until I was like 29, right at like 29. So we dated right at like a couple years. And at the time we met, he was 35 going on 36, so he was like 38 once we stopped talking. So, you know, older. When I tell you that man had me turn out, and not in like a freaked out, also in a freaked out way, I'm gonna keep it a bean, but also just a lot of how I would like to feel in a relationship came from that relationship, right? A lot of how I want to be regarded and taken care of and complimented and revered, like, it comes from him. He was very complimentary. He was very, like, you know, affectionate, very just, I just loved it. He also, probably the closest thing to breaking my heart, because I don't feel like I've ever really had a heartbreak. I've definitely been disappointed. He used to be #1 disappointment to this last person, but I mean, I've definitely been disappointed. I've definitely been sad about the ending of the situation, but I've never had like that like cry your eyes out, slide down the wall like type of heartbreak. Even though I think the way that he and I ended was kind of fucked up, in that he just got the fuck up, like got ghost on me, right? Like, we woke up one day, you know, we hadn't been really connecting, but we hadn't had a conversation about like completely ending the situation. We got up one day, went to work, he went to work, I went to work. I never heard from that man again. I never heard from him again. We reconnected a couple years later after I had moved to Chicago already, lived with my ex for 10 months, broke up with him, and I was living by myself, and I was back in Nashville for homecoming. So me and my ex broke up May, so almost exactly 10 years ago next week, because I moved out April 31st and into my new apartment, or May 1st, and moved into my new apartment. So 10 years ago I broke up with my ex. That October I went to Nashville homecoming, and I had a little, you know, flingy weekend with him, and then I did to him what he did to me. I didn't answer his calls after I got back to Chicago, because I'm like, payback for real, believe me. And so that was like the last time that I, like, you know, seen him, and it was a beautiful night. I'm not even gonna hold you. And, you know, he offered up some explanation and closure and all that type of stuff, which I'm not a person that really believes in closure. Like, I was over the situation once the situation was done, which is why I don't think I had like that slide down the wall, like super heartbroken moment. I feel like most people would have had a extremely visceral reaction to that, and I did. Don't get me wrong, I was sad, I was crying, I was confused. I called him, you know, tried to reach out to him, tried to, you know, like that type of stuff for maybe a couple weeks, and then after that I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, it is what it is. And then I just get the fuck on about my business. And then shortly after that, and I think a part of why I reconnected with my ex that I moved here for so easily is because maybe I was a little bit still in a vulnerable place, and he was familiar, and he was my first love. I probably never, even though the guy that I'm talking about that's in my DMs, I think he was a pivotal relationship for me. I've never loved anybody the way that I love, and I don't, like, I do know why it is. The guy that I moved here for was my first college boyfriend. He was also the first boy that I dated that was my age, so it was not like a transactional relationship. I wouldn't date no dude because he had some money, he was older, he was in the streets, so I know I can get some cash, and, you know, he wasn't no older man, you know, chasing young tail. It was just like the first time that I had really been in a relationship with somebody that I knew that they were with me because they liked me. Like, we were both 2 college students broke, like sneaking into each other's dorms and shit like that. And so there was just like this nostalgia there, and there was this like fairy tale story in my head. Like, I kept saying, oh my God, just imagine, I'm gonna move to Chicago, we gonna get married, we're gonna have kids, and then we are going to get to tell the story of like we were each other's first college loves. We, you know, went our separate ways for a decade, we came back together, got married, had kids, all of the things like we used to talk about when we were younger. Girl, please. But anyway, back to this guy. Girl, he He is in my DMs this morning. He is in my DMs this morning, and it's so crazy. I immediately took a screenshot of it and sent it to my friends because I have been avoiding going back to Instagram because I did respond. At first I was like, I'm not gonna respond to that. Bullshit. I responded. I did. It wasn't nothing like too thirsty. I'm not gonna give y'all no details. Nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like crazy. Just, you know, sort of matched the energy of his message, but I definitely responded. But I took a screenshot and sent it to my homegirls like, girl, what the fuck? What in the actual fuck? Baby, listen. I said, I have to tell my girls. I have to pop on the vlog, tell my girls. I need to close the vlog anyway. I'm going to get my first mammogram. I didn't get one last year, which technically you're supposed to get your first one at 40. I did not get one last year. I do not know why. So I'm actually getting my first mammogram today. It's late though. It isn't until 5:30 because, girl, I'm too busy at work to do, I can't leave early. I will see y'all at 5:30. So I have my first mammogram tonight, and I was like, maybe I should record, but I think I'm just going to start a new vlog for next week. Like me getting ready for the mammogram and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna close it out now, which, you know, this tea was perfect. It was perfect to close the vlog out now, y'all. That's probably all I'll tell y'all. But I'm never opening Instagram again. I don't want to see what I'm never opening Instagram again. Oh my god, like I'm never opening the app again because, girl, what the fuck, y'all? He's so, well, I don't know what he looks like now, but tall and handsome and nice body and just a great spirit. But even all of that, they can have fuckboy tendencies because, like I said, that man got the fuck on. Didn't have a conversation, did nothing. 38. And you couldn't say, look, I don't have the capacity for this. I am, you know, hyper focused in on this. And, you know, I can't do that and this. No, you just Houdini. Please. Anyway, that's it for this week's vlog. I will talk to y'all in the next one. I'm going to actually start the next one tonight. I don't know how much of the mammogram I'm going to record. I might ask the doctor if it's okay if I record my experience. I just want to have it for my own record, but I think it will also be something nice to share. So we'll see what they say, you know, about that. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I might do a podcast about my first mammogram experience on my Substack and some other like trending topics that I want to talk about later on this week. So make sure that you're subscribed to my Substack, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. I have to get to work. I got lots of edits to do. I had my friend, she's not my friend, she's my coworker. I had my coworker peer review my e-learnings. She took her job real serious. I was working on edits on one all day yesterday, so I gotta do edits on another one today, and then I have to finish another one. So I'm busy. I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.